I was on the Today Show a few months ago, and afterwards, Hoda called me up and she said, "Hey, I'm doing this wellness weekend down in at Miraval in Texas with a bunch of people who we're opening it up to women to come and think about wellness, both emotional and physical. And would you come and speak there?" And it was like, "Whoa, are you pranking me? This is like gigantic. Thank you so much." I said yes immediately. And then I kind of put it out of my head because I had to get back to work and teach at NYU and do all the other things. Like we all run around doing a lot of things, and then it was upon us. And when I got down there, it was the first thing I'll tell you about it. It was like a love-in of epic proportions. Around 200, 300 women there, all there to learn about wellness and to be with Hoda. And I don't think they were coming for us. I wasn't the only speaker. Maria Shriver was another speaker, and there were a few other speakers as well. And they were all fantastic. But Hoda was the main attraction because she has a magical quality about making people feel seen and heard and cared for that is 100% genuine, I might add. So I got down there and I was speaking. I got down on Friday and I was speaking Saturday. I was the last speaker before the final event on Sunday. And everybody was having a lot of different, you could go get a massage, you could get a pedicure, you could go do breath work, you could take yoga. And then it was interspersed with speakers. So I will say the first night I got there, two amazing things happened. One was, I don't know, I was just in this space where everybody was being incredibly nice and open. We were all there for the same reason. And there was just a kind of a whole sort of an opening event where later there was a singer and there was some dinner and so forth. But at the opening event, we were just milling around. And I just thought, I'm going to be just totally open to meeting complete strangers. And I just like literally walked up to group after group and just introduced myself. And we got talking. And one of the immediate things I just picked up on is when people are in a place where the expectation is that you're just going to be good and kind to each other, everybody was so warm and so welcoming and so open to conversation with strangers. And it was like by the end of the night, I don't know if you've ever had this experience, like we were all besties and it felt different and special from our usual worlds because everybody was there with this huge open heart. Within a matter of minutes, we were sharing sort of really intimate stories and conversation and granting each other the great grace of best intentions. Like everybody just assumed that the other person who was there was a good person and was a fellow traveler. Okay. So that kind of happened the first day. And then the next day went on. And I was kind of getting nervous as Saturday went on because I knew I was going on with my fireside chat with Hoda. And I had already kind of gotten to know some of the women there. Now there were a lot of women, several hundred, so I couldn't know too many of them. But as the day had gone on, I realized this interesting thing about all of them. They all wanted me to succeed. They all wanted they wanted everybody around them there was no win-loss thing. There was no you win or I win kind of thing. There was no zero-sum game. It was just a sum game. And if I went up there, they wanted me to be my best self, and they were rooting for me. And I so often we think people are rooting against us, but they aren't. Okay, maybe they're rooting against themselves because that's human nature, but they're rooting for you.